Mr. President, while I'm getting the President up here, if you're in the very, very back, please move forward. COVID is over. We need to get a little closer. I said COVID's over. Please don't quote that. Too late. Good morning. My name is Todd Raspberry, and I serve as the Vice President for Philanthropy and External Relations at West Texas A&M University and Executive Director of the West Texas A&M University Foundation. It's my privilege to welcome you to the Jack B. Kelly Student Center Legacy Hall foyer on the campus of West Texas A&M University for a historic announcement as part of the One West fundraising campaign. I'd like to begin by introducing members of the One West Campaign Leadership Committee, and I ask you to please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Jim J. Brewer and Leah McLean, Cheryl and Alex Fairley, Terry and Dyke Rogers, and Sherry and David Schaefer. In the audience today is even a larger group of campaign volunteers, members of the One West Campaign Steering Committee. They met this morning in their spring meeting, and we adjourned so that they could participate in today's press conference. Please join me in thanking them for guiding our campaign. With us are members of the WT administration and staff, members of the Foundation Board of Directors, as well as faculty and students. And we thank you for joining us today as well. Now I'd like to introduce those who will be addressing you in the order they will be speaking. And again, please hold your applause until they've been introduced. Sherry and David Schaefer, co-chairs of the Campaign Leadership Committee, and Dr. Walter V. Wendler, the 11th President of West Texas A&M University. Thank you for your participation today as well. Great universities share at least three things in common: outstanding faculty who create an exceptional educational experience for students and conduct important research in their respective fields, a compelling vision of identity as an institution of higher education that can lead boldly into the future, and generous philanthropic support from donors. In the fall of 2017, Paul Engler made an $80 million gift to WT, which at that time was the 17th largest gift to higher education in the United States. Mr. Engler's gift started the campaign clock for WT. Immediately, President Wendler initiated the strategic planning necessary for a comprehensive fundraising campaign at WT. A long-range plan was developed. Staff and infrastructure were put into place. Lead gifts were raised, and volunteer leadership was recruited. On September the 23rd of 2021, the One West campaign publicly launched with a goal to raise $125 million by the year 2025. I want to now invite forward the 2023 co-chairs of the Campaign Leadership Committee, Sherry and David Schaefer.
Thank you, Todd. West Texas A&M University is the Panhandle's university, and as such is committed through the long-range plan WT125, From the Panhandle to the World, to serving locally first by addressing the opportunities and issues of the people of our region as a regional research university. The One West campaign is the largest and most ambitious fundraising effort ever undertaken across the Texas Panhandle region. The One West campaign is comprehensive, which means that a philanthropic gift to anything in WT counts in the campaign. We want donors to give to areas about which they are most passionate. The One West campaign has 3 funding priorities. Our first priority is people, through support for students and faculty. Second is programs, both existing and new programs developed to enhance the academic mission. The third priority is places, to enhance the educational experience and environment for teaching, learning, and living. Today, just 18 months into the public phase of the campaign, we are pleased to announce West Texas A&M University has raised $125,283,169.
You know, we've had a lot of press conferences and presentations over the last year, and when I've got up to speak, I've always said, we are well on our way to achieving the $125 million goal. We're getting close. Instead, today, I want to mention, we are there. We've reached that goal, but, and I say but, we are not stopping. After reaching this goal this quick, we have way too much support to stop. Reaching a public goal 18 months early, after going public, that is very impressive, especially that as we began planning for this campaign, there were doubts among several of us, me one of them, that we as Buffaloes, as WT supporters, could achieve such an ambitious goal. $125 million. We've reached this goal first and foremost because of the generosity of donors across the Panhandle and the state who understand the value of our university. Also, we've reached this goal because of the bold vision that was cast by this university with the Long Range 125 plan. Additionally, because of the thoughtful and innovative leadership of President Walter Wendler, the administration, the development staff, the professional staff, the university staff, and of course, our students of this great university, all have contributed to this process. Have I said yet? We reached a goal, but we're not stopping. On behalf of the Campaign Leadership Committee, we want to thank every donor for every gift which has helped us to achieve today's historic announcement. I want you to know that it takes a lot of $10 gifts and even a few $1 million gifts to get to this point. And all gifts, no matter the size, are special. Ultimately, what is important is your heart as you have given to this university. Thank you for giving, but more so, thank you for investing in the people, the programs, and the places here at WT A&M University, our university. WT will continue to grow and continue to serve our future leaders through the investments of individual donors, foundations, businesses, and the communities, all who support the mission of WT in so many different ways. I would now like to invite President Wendler to the podium.
Thank you so much, Sherry and David. I am humbled by the prospect of what this was when it started and what our achievements have been to date. Record time, record money, record contributions by a record number of people. And it's a remarkable thing to do and see. And that's a lot of R's in one sentence. I want to thank the members of our campaign leadership committee, members of the campaign steering committee, members of the foundation board, as well as WT administrators, faculty, staff, and students. This work is the epitome of teamwork. I've known donors to institutions for many, many years, and I can tell you that their interest in giving is driven by faculty and students. I want to thank every donor who has made a gift as part of the One West campaign. And there have been many types of gifts, sizes, people, programs, places. You and our donors deserve the lion's share of the credit for getting us to this landmark number of $125 million in 2.5 years. Thanks to all of you so very much. Give yourselves a round of applause. This is a very exciting day for me personally as president of West Texas A&M University. I am pleased we've reached this historic fundraising goal and reached it early, but I am not surprised in the tremendous momentum evident for WT in the campaign. We have value that people appreciate and recognize, and we have values that people appreciate and recognize. It was obvious to me upon arrival as president the quality of what WT provided to the Panhandle region for over a century was genuine. It was palpable. It was as real can be. It was also obvious to me that based on experience serving at other institutions, that WT has an opportunity to embrace regionalism in a contemporary and fresh way, without apology, with pride, a way that very few universities are willing to do in order to help students, families, and the communities and the region of Texas which we serve. Serve locally first. That's my motto, and I try to live by that every day. It is absolutely critical. Moreover, embracing this idea of regionalism as a defining characteristic rather than a characteristic that limits West Texas A&M University shapes an identity, a distinctive identity, based on our location in the world and the values of the people, all of you, who call this region home. This is critically important to our future, and it will not be let go of. Just look at the WT students and talk to a few of them. We heard from some this morning. They're remarkable people. They're remarkable. And you'll agree with me, we need to make WT the best it can be for them to continue serving them into the future. We need to give every student and every family many reasons to stay in this region after graduation, to work, lead, live, and serve. And for me, every day when I wake up in the morning, to become engaged citizens. Engaged citizenship is what this is important, what's important here at WT. Double entry bookkeeping, that's important, isn't it, David? Very important. Get it right. Excellent teaching in classrooms, absolutely central. I could go through all the colleges. You know the thing, the drill, the routine. But the bottom line is, if we're not producing engaged citizens, everything else loses its luster. That's what we're about. So, stay tuned. We finished a year and a half early. hit that number in record time, and in the remaining years of the campaign, that's going to be a small blip in the rearview mirror. We thank all of you for your attention and for your continued to support this great institution that we all call WT. On Buffaloes. Thank you.
There are so many people to thank for our getting us to the place we are today in this campaign. But there's one group that I want you to join me in personally thanking today. And these are the folks who show up every day and many, many evenings, who work on the many details of a campaign, and who do the never-ending work of contacting donors and prospects to work with them to find the right fit for their philanthropic desires. I want to ask all the members of the Philanthropy and External Relations team to stand up, wave your hand, jump up and down. I want people to see who you are. Don't stand still. Come on. Come on. They're waving their hands. You need to see them. Many of them you don't see every day, but every one of them have helped us get here. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to work alongside each and every one of you every day. So congratulations for what you have helped accomplish. Now, go back to work. We've got more to do. And thanks to each of you for joining us for today's historic announcement. Let me put two other numbers in your brain. 18 months into the public phase, we've raised $125 million. 2.5 years left in this campaign. That's very, very exciting. And I can see the fear on the fundraiser's face. It's okay. That's the way it's supposed to work. This concludes our announcement for today. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for investing in WT. We appreciate it very, very much. Media, Chip, where are you? Chip will work with you on interviews if you would like to do those with members of our campaign leadership committee or others. So again, thank you for coming and for your time.